Yeah.
Hey. We back.
And we back, and we back, and we back.
That first year thought sounded like you about to drop some bars.
I was gonna tap into my inner Drake.
So who we got here?
What? First of all, what is this?
Well, this is NTBS podcast. This is just a way for four friends, four frat brothers. We all play together at University of Alabama. Shout out to KA.
Okay.
Roll
Yeah.
Tide.
You know what I'm saying? We're just using this way to keep in touch with each other. We've all moved to Dallas, Texas, doing various things. Some of us have started our careers. Some of us are still going to school. So we're just using this way to keep in touch with each other and, you know, talk about stuff that's relevant in our lives, music, pop culture, anything like that.
And just to argue, because honestly, we argue all the time. So this
all
really
we-
just giving us a platform to argue with y'all, and y'all can chime in on our arguments too.
All y'all's opinions suck.
I was about to say,
Essentially.
y'all got some
I'll-
real flawed logic.
All we do is bash each other for real. we just sit here and insult each other and then say it's all good, bro, later.
Just full of trolls, man. Just full of trolls.
But who all we got here though? We got I'm Jay, for starters. Jay Ryan. Who else here?
This Cam.
Bari.
It's your boy T Martin.
Y'all gonna remember my voice because I'm gonna be clearly the most liked person in the group.
I don't know about that.
Wrong.
I'm the shortest in the group though, but
You are also the ugliest by far.
chill out.
I feel you pipsqueak.
I feel it, man.
Oh,
Snap. Here we go.
Here we go.
Man, but let's jump into these topics.
for real. All right, so we got a little topic list here for y'all. What we're gonna start with clearly is one of the most debated topics of the year, which is what are the top 3 albums of the year?
So far.
Ooh.
Top 3 albums of
Mine
the
are
year.
shuffled this week.
They shuffled this week.
They shuffled this
Nah,
week. I'm gonna give y'all both of them.
Nah, I got them. Top 3 artists of the year so far.
Artists or
With-
albums?
No, albums.
Artists or albums?
Albums.
Albums.
My bad.
Albums,
That's my
there we
fault.
go.
That's my fault. Top 3 albums of the year so far, without a doubt. Definitely Scorpion. This is in no order, but Scorpion,
No, you gotta
Astro
put them in
World.
order.
Yeah, you gotta order them.
I gotta order them.
You gotta
Yeah,
order
you gotta
'em.
order them.
Wait,
Okay.
you gotta order them?
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta order 'em.
So in order, Cardi B's album, Scorpion, Astro World.
Is that 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1?
1, 2, 3.
Are you trolling?
He's
I'm
trolling.
not.
You're trolling.
He's trolling.
I promise you,
I'm not gonna lie, Cardi B had a really solid album though. Like
She did.
And-
her first like that album was a bop. That
Wait,
whole album.
so
was a
you're
bop.
saying Cardi B's album is number 1?
Yes,
She's had the best album of the year.
She's had the best album so far because of how much is getting played, the popularity of it, and that's what we're talking about.
And plus,
Okay,
like,
let me
gotta-
ask you a question.
Well, also, you got to look at Cardi B's story. Like, she's the only person to come off like loving hip hop and actually have a singing career. Like everybody will be on
We're
that
talking
show.
about who
But
has
let me
the
ask you a
best
question.
content, not who has the best background.
Then that's all opinion based.
Let me ask you a question though. You said based on how much is getting played. Am I missing out on something because I'm not playing that album anymore? Are people still
You
playing that
aren't
album?
playing that
Are
album.
y'all still
But
playing
no,
that album?
No. Well, what is being played on the album?
I mean-
I'm talking about radio, not just the fan base
I don't
on the
listen to
radio.
radio,
What
so I don't
radio
know.
play is she getting off of that album?
She's
don't know
definitely still
radio.
getting. I like it.
Okay,
She's
I like
getting.
it.
Yeah.
A lot of
see
the stuff
that.
has been ruling the charts. We just haven't. I just don't look at the charts like that. Besides when I'll be scrolling on Twitter or whatever and see something that reach number 1 because it just dropped the day before.
No amp though. Like I'm living my best life. That's my
I
song
ain't
for
going
real.
back and forth. No,
That's
but-
my song for real.
No, but for real, like just based off of like what I've personally seen popularity wise as far as social media. Now I am a little. My opinion doesn't hold too much weight because I don't listen to radio. I don't think really any of us do anymore.
I definitely don't.
So
yeah, I
but-
feel like today we've gotten to an age where the radio is really controlled by curated playlists. So like whatever Apple Music playlist, Spotify playlist has, that's essentially the radio nowadays.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just going off of what I see on social media and how long ago that album was released and songs off it are still being played. Obviously, Scorpion and Astro World are still hot because they've released within the past month. But so it's right that those songs are still being played. That it's right that you would naturally hear those songs in the club a little bit more often. But the fact that songs like I Like It and the song that she wrote about Offset,
What was the name of that song?
you-
Be careful. With
yeah,
me.
be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Like songs like that are still being played, and this song was released. I mean, this album was released months and months ago. Like to me, that's impressive. So those are my 3. But I mean, y'all can chime in. We all got different opinions.
My top 3 probably right now: Astro World,
In order.
In order,
In order. Yeah.
Astro World, Daytona, and Scorpion.
Ooh, okay. That's a good 3. That's a good 3.
That's been constantly in my rotation.
Daytona
But
is a different pick. Why you said Daytona?
Is it
Just
a different pick though?
It's a different pick from what I said.
I feel like that was the best album out the bunch. I felt like that one meshed like. I feel like the way Pusha T raps over those Ye beats, I feel like that just meshed the best out of all the grouping of those albums that dropped throughout that month.
Oh, he definitely
So
had the
because
best
I feel like-
standout album of those.
Because I feel like every song on there, I was like, wow, this sounds very cohesive. And then there were a couple of them on the other albums. There were a couple of them I'm like, there's something about this that sounds a little off, or that it's missing something, or like it's like, oh, I can skip this.
So
Except for Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor's I thoroughly enjoyed that album.
so you're saying it's the best out of the 4 Ye produced albums?
Yes.
Okay.
By a
Yes.
mile.
by a mile, and I also feel like that that goes into the fact that he worked on his album the longest compared to everybody else's. Like
That's
Pusha T
true.
haven't dropped the album in a while compared to Kanye.
But also, Ye scrapped the whole album Pusha worked on, and they created a whole new one.
Do you
too.
think? Now, I'm not trying to get off topic, but do you think that Pusha T's album went a little bit better because of his beef with Drake?
No.
yes, I definitely believe the Drake beef.
I think it's a double-edged sword. I think beforehand it was already a good album, but I feel like Infrared being on there, it made people go and listen to the album. Because if you at least go and listen to Infrared, you might check out something else on the album. But
him giving Drake the bars definitely opened up his palette of people who was willing to listen to him. Like,
Yeah.
wow, he handled Drake lyrically in a sense. So
And-
let me go listen to what else he got.
and that also, the way the whole beef played out also lends itself to why I put like Drake at number 3, because I feel like after Jay Prince came out and just like deaded the whole beef, and then Drake came back and still sneaked this like the whole A side of the album.
The whole eight
I was just
side
like,
was
I
so
thought
out
it
of
was,
sneak
I thought it
dissing.
was dead, but he gonna sneak this. I was just like, just put it to rest.
But
and
he
move
was
on.
sneak dissing Kanye, not Pusha T.
Yeah,
he
he
wa-
won't really sneak this.
Yeah,
into-
that's
except for
that
8
is
out of
fair,
10.
but also Jay Prince still said it's all dead, and you're still sneak dissing. Like if you was really gonna come back and at Pusha T or Ye, you should have just did it. Don't sneak this on the whole album.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. But
But I will say those songs are some bops.
They
They
Bops.
fire. There are some fire songs.
Going along with your opinion on top 3 albums, I definitely would say my top 3 albums this year are going to have to be in order. As of right now, Scorpion, Astroworld, KOD. I feel like KOD, which is a
It's
different pick
forgotten.
from. I feel like no, it is forgotten. Yes,
It's forgotten.
But I feel like a lot of music this year has been forgotten already. Like Migos dropped this year. We had
Well, that just wasn't good.
debatable.
That's another topic. KOD was a great album. It had a lot of good vibes. It had a great message. It had a lot of bars. Like J. Cole was rapping a lot on that album. He had tough beats, which was something that J. Cole got a lot of flack about. Is like having good beats. Like there were a lot of hard beats on there. KOD, ATM, Motivate. Like it was a lot of hard beats on there. I really like his style for the album. It was a little different from usual Cole, which is why I put it in the top 3. Clearly,
What?
Astro World was great.
One thing I will say to go off of what you're saying, like, if anybody knows me, they know J. Cole is my favorite artist, which is why I was probably surprised when I didn't put KOD in there. But one thing I will say is that J. Cole, like, I think KOD is so good because J. Cole made it away. A lot of people didn't like For Your Eyes Only because it was so message heavy.
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't a real Cole fan, that wasn't what you were looking to hear out of that album. You were looking for something you could turn up to. He made it a way to still have a message throughout the whole album, but make it songs that you would at least be more willing to listen to again, other than than you would have for Your Eyes Only.
T don't like Cole over them trap beats.
No, I'm not. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
I
Speak your
think-
justice. Speak your justice.
I think when I said that before, I think I jumped the gun. It's not that I don't like him over the trap beat or the trap-esque beats or the rhyme pattern that he's using. I think he's venturing into that lane of trying to make his music fun. And he
What's
doesn't.
wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like Cole is best in his element when he's just trying to get his message across or whatever it is, or he done produced his own songs or whatever it may be. Like he's just staying in his lane. Kind of like he got that when he rhymes, he has that vibe about him. Like J. Cole has a distinct vibe about him when he rhymes. But when he gets into that weird tempo of like trying to get upbeat and kind of make it like modern or popular to what we're listening to now, I feel like he fails at that, and that's where someone like Kendrick comes in and he delivers his message, but he can deliver it in a fun way. Like think about how much of a bop All Right was, but think about the message and then how good we felt when we heard that.
Did you say All Right was a bop?
Yeah.
All right is a bop.
All Right is a whole bop. But
like a good bop, but like think about the feeling. Like I feel empowered when I hear that song. Like
said,
I be
wait,
going off with it.
You said bop. The slang threw me off because Chicago bop is bad.
Oh no, I'm saying like a bop, like
bop,
as in, like
Chicago bop is bad. I was
Okay.
like bop.
But last thing I'll say about this before we get Cam's top 3 is I think J. Cole did that with a purpose to show that the style that he went with is what's popular right now. And then like he talked about different forms of drugs. So like he was saying that what's popular is pretty much what we're addicted to. So he was fitting that mold just to not, I don't think he was trying to ride a wave to like get more sales or to try to be more popular to change his vibe. I think he was just going all into the message that he was portraying. That's just my personal opinion, but I'm a J. Cole stan, so I'm biased.
One more thing before Cam chimes in. J. Cole recorded that album in 2 weeks, made some edits to it while he was creating something else. So you can just take that to account that the time that he took on it, it clearly was kind of like a side vision that he had, and he still produced great music in a short amount of time. Cam, the floor is yours.
All right, this top 3 might be interesting to y'all.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All
go
right,
reverse order.
Let's not be
I'm
different.
gonna go 3, 2, 1.
all right.
Oh, okay.
At 3, I got Scorpion.
Okay.
Scorpion at 3.
Man, drop a sound bite.
Okay, that's interesting for you.
Even though you consider it his best album.
Yes, Scorpion is at 3. Although I do consider that to be Drake's best body of work yet.
Is it because you feel like it's such a cohesive sound of what Drake is about? Or is it just because you just really in tune with it?
I think to this point, it is the most concise that Drake has been. He's the most clear that he's been. His production is as great as it's ever been, and that's a lot to do with 40. And I think 40 is very underrated as a producer.
You only work with Drake?
Yeah. But okay.
Is that a knock on someone though?
I mean,
We don't get to see him be any more diverse than what Drake does.
why we put Metro on the pedestal? Because he worked with everybody. He can make
I
a
don't
beat.
think that's why we put Metro on a pedestal.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Finish your Drake
Yeah.
bashing
Finish
session.
Finish.
My Drake bashing session?
Yeah, you put him third.
No, like I really enjoy that album. I connect with that album a lot. But I just think the other 2 projects are better. 2, I'm going Astroworld.
Okay.
And before Astroworld came out, Scorpion was actually my 2, but it surpassed it just because I think this is also Travis Scott's best album. His production is A1, and I don't even have to know Travis Scott's lyrics, but I still enjoy every single song on that project.
I'm just weak because you don't have to know Travis Scott lyrics. Travis Scott falls into that realm of like Party Next Door. Like I can
I'm
I can
the
listen
biggest Travis fan, and half the time I do not know what he be saying.
like Party Next
At
Door.
all.
I can listen to a whole Party Next Door album and not know the lyrics, but I'm like, oh, this is such a vibe. Like,
Yeah,
like you just hear him. I'm just like, it's his voice damn near blend in with the beat. You don't even hear what he's saying.
he be
You're right. The only thing I know is Persian Rose, and it's just because he's saying Persian Rose real well. Like he doing a run on Persian Rose.
Jacquees Persian rugs or party Persian rugs.
Man, get Jacquees out of here. Really. That boy.
Don't nobody want that scratched record.
Jacquees get on just throw a bunch of E's on it everything.
That boy was trying real hard.
Yeah, he trying too hard.
Yeah.
But no, for Astroworld, like I said, I think it's Travis Scott's best project yet, and the way he put it together is beautiful in my opinion because each song I feel like is its own ride in a sense. Like you got Carousel, and then right after that you got Sicko Mode, and Sicko Mode kind of feels like a roller coaster with all the beat switches.
I'm sorry.
That's an
time out.
interesting. That's an interesting.
I don't know if y'all remember it. Did I put Scorpion over Astroworld in my 3? Because if I did, y'all will know because y'all can rewind. But if I did, flip that. Astroworld 2, Scorpion 3.
Why are you saying that?
Oh, I personally, my personal opinion, I like Astroworld better than Scorpion.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. This is the first album of the year where I've gotten in the car, and I've been like, "Dang, what should I listen to?" Like, just been thinking about what I should listen to.
Astroworld.
Either it's Astroworld right off the rip, or I start playing something, and I get 2 to 3 songs into one of the playlists I done made,
And switch to Astroworld.
and I just be like, "All right, let me
I'm
just
a
go ahead
big
and turn on
Travis fan,
Astroworld."
but I have some critiques about Astroworld.
Well, hold on. Let me finish with my top.
Yeah, finish
my
yours.
top 3.
Finish yours. We can get to that later.
But finishing up with Astroworld and topping it all off, like I said, I think it's an extremely well put together album.
Number 1.
And the features are unmatched for this year. Each feature is perfect.
He throwing a curveball.
Oh, he
I hear it coming. He's trying to set it up now because I hear the curve.
You
coming.
said each feature is perfect for what? Astroworld?
No, he's
or-
talking about his
his
number
number
1.
1.
Oh,
All
That
right,
he
all
hasn't said.
All right, continue.
Each feature is perfect for each song. Like, this dude put Stevie Wonder on the harmonica and Kid Cudi humming and James Blake on a song.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's incredible.
Yeah, he's talking about Astroworld.
Yeah.
You talk about
Yeah.
stop trying to be God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's an incredible song.
And
Like,
Astroworld's your
like
number
that
2.
really might be my song of the year so far. Stop Trying to Be God.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
It's
my
a
number
five-song.
1, it goes to Daytona.
Oh, that's interesting.
Man.
Like I feel where you coming from just because of the production quality and how well it rides out. Like that's lowball a gym album. I go
It
in the
is.
gym and
It's my 4th. Comeback Baby. Oh my.
What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
a good question.
You said I was setting up for
I knew it was
Because-
Daytona.
because
I just
I thought it was Daytona, but when you started saying the features are unmatched, I thought you were already talking about your number 1 album, not
Yeah, you still
hitting
on Astroworld.
Oh.
Astroworld. So that's what was throwing me off. But
I got you.
I
Yeah.
figured it was Daytona.
Daytona is my 4th.
No,
It's definitely a great album.
Daytona is my number 1 because sonically, I think that's sonically the most airtight album to be released this year. Each beat is perfect. Kanye was amazing on the production, and the way that Pusha T raps on each beat, like T said earlier, it's like a match made in heaven. Like them two are meant
Man,
to make
like-
music
What's your
together.
favorite Daytona song?
My favorite Daytona song is Infrared,
man,
which is surprising
Mine.
being the Drake fan that I am.
mine is Santeria.
Santeria is
Santeria
also
way.
very good.
Hey, I
Santeria
feel
way.
like I need to be like chest out 80s, like chest out 80s Miami.
First time I heard it, I was like,
or driving down the coast somewhere, drop top,
But
taco meat out.
I know Pusha T gets a lot of flack because a lot of his music, songs, albums, whatever, are about the same topic of him drug dealing or whatever. But I think on this particular album, it's so concise and short, and he gets out everything that he wants to say.
so many rappers rap about the same stuff every time. I don't know why they get.
I mean-
Exactly. I don't understand it. But in this particular project, I think it's done perfectly. Like, if you know, you know, like everything that he's
You
talking
know, you
about.
know.
And then me and T have talked about this before. I think Infrared is the punchline of an entire album of sneak disses towards Drake.
Yeah, he was subtly dissing him throughout the.
I've been hiding right right where you can see me in the skybox, right next to the Riri's. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he was sub dissing him the whole album. People just didn't pick up on it because they
3
didn't want to.
hearses.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this next topic.
What's up?
There's
Wait,
a lot of.
Did you lay out your top 3?
Yeah,
I
he
laid
did
out
his
my
top 3.
Okay, I was just
I
making
laid out my
sure.
top 3. I gave Drake the crown for right now, but
It's
he
broken in
might be
pieces.
dethroned. Astroworld only been out a few weeks, so I can't just say it's better than Scorpion yet. But the next topic, it's a lot of music out, a lot of new artists out.
Yep.
We about to discuss who the hottest in the game.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hottest. Who killing the game right
Hottest
now?
hottest in the game, are we talking about the people that are actually putting out the music, so artists, or are we talking about in hip-hop and R&B in general?
We talking about in the
who's on-
culture.
In the culture, who killing
In the
game?
culture in general.
Bet.
That's who it
Who
is.
who contributing
Oh.
to, like, who the topic of discussion?
Hey, so your opinion is Drake. It's about a soundbite.
I mean, it really depends on what metric we're talking about.
Hottest in the
But,
game
oh,
or new person in
Yeah.
the game? Are we talking what are we saying
Like-
just who having the best year or who's
Who's having the best?
right?
Who's having the best
Okay.
year?
Who's up and coming in the hottest right
who's
now?
having the best year? And let's take out anybody who's been in the game over 3 years.
Like, are we talking sales or?
Bro,
Buzz?
whatever
Like
your
what?
whatever your definition of it
best.
is,
And you
you
can
say that
explain.
and you explain. I'll go
I
first.
think
I want to go ahead and get this out of the way.
Wait, is this hottest of the
Hottest
year
in the game
or having
right
the best
now.
year?
Don't care what y'all say.
Hottest. Oh, okay.
It's
Hottest in
Tekashi.
the game, right?
Takashi's the hottest in the game. Why?
Ew.
Why?
Hey,
Hey,
It
I
makes
ain't gonna
sense.
lie. Like some of his songs slap. Like
it's really
just straight
it's,
gym music.
it's really the whole package. I mean,
don't
it's
have a curveball
He's a
for that.
troll. 'cause
it's
he's a
negative,
troll.
but yeah, it's the trolling helps. Like that makes him hot. Like people run his people run his IG page to see how he acts. That plays a lot into people like, well, let me listen to what his music is. And then when you hear the beat that slap your car across the street and turn over because all the beats hard, like he become hot.
I will say that Tekashi is by far doing the best marketing job in the game.
And don't know where have you seen a Tekashi flyer, a Tekashi ad, Tekashi anything besides him?
Tekashi markets himself so well, just not in the sense of like positive marketing, but he finds a way to always stay in the media. And it's greatly through his trolling, like with the whole Chief Keef thing. Like he blew up off of that, like. And
Yeah.
just his trolls in general. You got other actors trying to act like Tekashi, like Gary Owens came on The Breakfast Club dressed like Tekashi. Yeah, it's a troll on Tekashi, but guess what that does? It also gives Tekashi more buzz.
Yeah, and I'm not saying this from an aspect of like who's the hottest, who deserves it, who like earned it. Yeah, but
best.
like Tekashi definitely has like he's paved the way for himself in a negative fashion, but that makes him a topic of discussion, and that's what's working for him.
Me personally, I think who's on top right now, hottest on top, however you want to say it. Me personally, I give it to Take Heath. He has done well for the. He done well for himself to like put his city and his sound on the map. But
Mm-mm.
No,
what?
I'm
We
gonna
have
say
a
something.
rebuttal?
Okay,
But no, it's not necessarily a rebuttal, but you also have to give the credit to Block Boy and that dance because when you hear that Take Keith beat, the
And
automatic
Drake.
and Drake, yeah. But I'll say when Block Boy first came out, when you heard Shoot and you picked up that beat,
But every
then
take
every-
you can shoot to.
every Take Keith beat you can shoot
Which
to.
is going to be interesting in a little bit of time.
But I've also figured out that Tay Keith is very Memphis in like the fact that I was listening to Slob on My Knob and the underlying beat on that sounds exactly like the same repetitive beat that Tay Keith uses. But I just think that's just the Memphis sound.
I give him the top in the game just because we're talking about right now. We're not talking about over a period of longevity. Like, we're talking about just like right now. And he's on everybody's thing. Like, I mean, Drake, yeah, I mean, especially if you don't like Drake, you're quick to say he's a bop. He gets on whatever wave is popular. But Drake has never done nothing like that, like to that kind of beat or that kind of flow. And he got on nonstop with Tay Keith. And
so
then,
you think Tay Keith's having a better year than Murder?
Yes.
Murder's been around for so long that Murder's just been getting his bread and
I
staying
can't
out
even
their
think
way.
of any
My thing is-
besides motorsport.
My thing
Boy,
is,
Came out last
In
year.
my feelings.
What?
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say what? Come on, Murder
it's
is
still
hot.
take Heath.
and
though.
then like,
Man, I got
See,
a whole
I'm
Murder
say-
Beats playlist.
See,
out
I'm
there.
saying that just because like, and then another thing, like I said about Drake, but it's also like Travis. Travis ain't never done nothing like that with that kind of flow, that kind of beat, and he put it on Astroworld, and
Yeah, he got out his element.
so I think that right now he's doing such a good job, and he's so, popular right now that he's taking, like Jay said, taking people out of his element. And he's really just like in his bag all year. Like he's really in his bag, man, killing the game. That's my opinion. But
Mr. Martin.
oh, well, I mean, look, I'm ready on this. I'm just waiting on this curveball that Cam said. he
Yeah, that's
got
what
for
I
us.
thought.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
Cam-
waiting
Cam trying to
on.
be different. He different. Who you gonna say?
Tyler the Creator.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, this a troll, right? Like you not serious?
Have y'all not heard all these Lucy's he's been putting out all year?
That's true.
No, the song.
And he's been snapping on some
What's
of
the
these
song with Rocky with the cool video with the words all over the screen? What is it called? Look it
Isn't
up
it
real
like
quick.
potato salad or something?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's called potato salad.
Salad is flames.
Hey, if they really drop this Wang Sap tape, that thing is gonna slap so hard.
It will slap.
And
But
I know
need to
he's
hear
not
why.
getting like that buzz, like he not popping off like that. But everything he's been putting out is fire.
Has he had a
Man.
song that charted though?
That don't matter.
I don't think he's putting that out for that purpose. I think he just wants to drop dope music.
because you
Like,
can't
man,
even listen to the.
Like, did you hear the Yes Indeed Jug?
Fire.
He made a yesterday freestyle.
Man,
Yes.
hey, man,
I ain't hear
can you play the Yes Indeed Jug?
Yeah, hold
Play
on,
that.
let me pull it up.
Man,
But back
But
to
he
the
been-
point. Back to a point though. Just because you don't have something that chart, don't mean you're not hot. But I don't feel like just because you throw out music, don't mean that you won't be happy.
but
if
he's
it hit the
also doing
charts.
his thing. Like, I've been seeing him on like all over my Twitter for like different photo shoots and stuff. Like, just for his, he's just being weird with his style now. But like,
Oh yeah,
he's
like
just been
the
a
hair-
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
everywhere.
I
Like,
did see him on an ad for I can't remember what clothing line it was, but I definitely peeped the hair and it was like, what?
yeah,
I'm ready when you are.
But at the same time, like, hold on, I just got one question. You say it doesn't matter, like, if you're not hot and popping right now, but how can you be on top of the game if you're not charting, if you're not in the headlines? Like, how are you?
I agree with that.
How are
We
you?
ain't
How are
saying
you?
on
fit-
top of the game though?
That's
Because
what we
if we
said.
talking
We
about on
said
top of the
who-
game,
we-
then it's Drake. No
he
question.
said have the best year so far. That's what
That's what we.
were
That was the
establishing.
question. I mean,
Yeah, how's he having the best year
How
if
is
he's
he
not
having the
charting?
best year?
But
if he's not
that could
charting,
be
he's
up
not
to
in the
whatever.
He's an artist.
But that could also be up to whatever Cam's
He's
standard
having,
is.
he hasn't missed.
Yeah, for whatever he
If
has
you-
put
so-
out, everything he has put out has been good.
So if you put
So
out
you can
music
say
that's
top-
good, but it doesn't chart,
by that,
but
lo-
y-
But
yeah,
also
and-
he doesn't push his music in the way he
Like,
puts out music for the
every
people
single
that like his music.
Hold on. Every single song that he has put out this year, you can't even get on Apple Music or Spotify or anything. You either have to listen on SoundCloud or YouTube or whatever. Like he's not making anything off of these.
I'm sorry, by y'all's logic of he hasn't missed, you could put him right up there with Ty Dolla $ign. What has Ty Dolla $ign missed on period?
He's been on
His
features.
own
yeah.
album.
He's been on features. Yeah,
Oh, Ty Dolla $ign album was
Hey,
good.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I can listen to more Ty Dolla $ign features than I can like play his album.
Yeah,
straight
I would
through.
rather listen to a playlist that had Ty Dolla $ign as a feature. Than
Which
a Ty
someone
Dolla
did
$ign
make one of
album.
those, and it's Flames.
Exactly.
What we're talking about for this year. Beach House 3 came out last year.
When did
Oh, well, I
And
mean,
I didn't even get through
But
it.
he is dropping a joint tape with Jeremiah apparently at the end of the month called My Tie. It's called My Tie.
Which is a fine name.
Speaking of Jeremiah,
Man,
hold on.
chill out.
We can't get it. We can't go that.
Wait,
far
hold
yet.
on. We
We gotta play this thing though.
Yeah,
we,
man.
we
Let him
skip the Tyler Creator.
Yeah,
Let's
let
hear
him
it.
rip this yes indeed because he's really not playing for real. For real.
So Jay, you haven't heard this before?
I haven't heard.
I haven't either.
Oh damn. So this is Yes Indeed. His version called Bronco.
I might just add a verse to know either. Fuck it. Ew. Ew. I shit in my garden and play Stevie Wonder and get for massages while Clancy talk numbers. He threw me some game and I swore I won't fumble. Might cop me a Bronco to ride for the summer. Money the trousers to Rizzo to holler. The corner will sell out the stadium. Dodger cut off some homies, but tackle my Brody until he score millions. I won't need a goalie. Passing the mittens, he never betray me. The E30 sit in the LT, my daily engine is stupid. I drive like a Tudor when I move and move the transmission like Luda. Catch it like packets. My new nigga pretty, your new bitch is tacky like Busta Rhymes jackets. When smoke I can match it. That second hand action we exit.
Oh, yeah, he's snapping.
10 off, niggas nauseous as fuck. Fucking thought, bitches gone.
Brand new whip got more keys. I knew it was
No,
coming.
Scott, please. As soon as you can go. He got M's in my bank.
Like yes, indeed.
This shit going crazy. I swear I go crazy. I never
That
met
boy
him,
ran
but
the beat
I
back,
shot
ain't
a baby.
Oh, yeah, he's
Running
snapping. He's
the game.
spazzing for real, for real.
I never ran in. I just ran out of words.
Hey man, he said tacky like Busta Rhymes jacket.
I heard that. I was like,
Dang.
that boy took it way back.
Oh man.
That can't be the only tag. That
What was the
gives
name of
you.
that Busta Rhymes song with the remix that had everybody on there?
Run. Wait, what the fuck?
It had everybody
Bust
with the color
it, bring
background.
it back. That one?
Yeah.
Turn it, yeah.
Missy
Yeah,
Elliott
turn it
killed
up.
that shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that's what it was. It was turning up.
Man, I can't remember that. Hold on.
So Terrence, we didn't hear who you think the hottest in the game is.
Okay, mine is kind of like it's broad, but it's very specific at the same time. I think who having the best year right now is Quality Control.
Okay.
So I feel like every artist on the year, like on that roster, has been like for real been doing the best that they can, like in top of the game as far as they lane. Like Migos, obviously, like anything Migos put out, we gonna listen to, or we gonna like be very specific about the features and stuff like
What
that.
does Yachty fit into this?
Lil Boat 2 was fire.
Yeah,
Man, Lil Boat,
forgettable.
it is not forgettable.
It got some slappers though, but hold on. Hey, y'all. Hey. NBA Youngboat. I can let that one ride.
This is off that quality control tape. Like, Yachty be floating.
The quality control tape was good. Did that drop last year? Late last year, or was that early
I
this year?
think it was late last year.
Late
And
last
then
year.
Culture 2
Right
dropped
after that.
But Culture 2 had just a whole bunch of throwaway songs. They made that in like 2 months.
Man,
They did.
But there are some really good songs on there, if you can sift through the BS. But
Migos are in timeout.
We two play.
man,
Yeah, Migos real talk.
but no,
need to
but
take
for
a
real-
chill pill.
Time out. Hold on.
also,
How?
gotta-
Go ahead.
but also, you got to think about the City Girls too, because one they on one of the hottest Drake tracks of the year, which is the hottest track of the year.
They
not just
quality
Drake
control.
track. Yeah, the City Girls on quality
I
control.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, but one of them not even around
I mean,
right now.
yeah, I mean JT in jail, but she was an instrumental part of "In My Feelings." Like people
Oh,
love
yeah.
that part. And then they just had a tape drop while JT was out on bail. Like that tape slapped too.
Okay.
And then you got Yachty, and then Lil Baby. Who doesn't like Lil Baby?
That's crazy to see.
Wham,
Like,
wham, wham.
I don't like Lil Baby. I'm playing.
Exactly. Like both his tapes hard.
it's crazy
And then-
how many rappers like blow up and then go to jail while they getting famous. X, like
Offset.
JT in there for like I think she got like 2 years, but still they was able to like put out
Kodak.
that tape, and then JT on "In My Feelings."
Kodak just got out.
That is true.
Yesterday.
free Kodak no more.
Free-
That boy out.
Probably gonna be.
But
free
now he
Kodak.
got competition.
Hey,
Gotta, if you listen to Glock 9,
Just,
Glock 9
just because we all had Scorpion in our top 3, and you think quality control is the top of the game. I know you're not specifically talking about Migos, but anyways, Migos got Sun right on this tour.
Migos got signed.
They
on
got
the tour.
signed.
but they got signed
I mean,
for money.
But
They knew the tour was
Yeah.
gonna
But
sell out.
Migos,
so.
the majority of their set list isn't going to be Culture 2. It's going to be everything else.
No, not that.
I'm talking about signed
just
in
feel like
general,
from
like-
title and production, like just the whole
yeah,
the way it was.
Aubrey and Friends.
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, yeah, but that's always been the lane though. Like when Drake jumped on Versace at the very beginning, like Drake was already bigger than Migos. Like
Yeah, that's
it was
true.
it was
he
Drake.
put them on. in a
Yeah,
sense, so.
in a sense they was like, oh snap, they got a Drake feature. Like we was listening to it. So it's always been like that. Drake is obviously bigger than
I
the
just think
Migos.
they chose it because it was a funny title.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's like belittling Migos or anything.
Yeah, I think it was marketable because clearly the Migos can go on a world tour by themselves. Like
'Cause I
that's
get-
not debatable.
It's not.
Like they're gonna do an equal amount of songs. They're gonna be on stage
No,
together.
they're not
No,
doing an
not-
equal amount of
nah.
songs. I saw
No,
the
they're
set
not.
list. They
They're
set
not-
list
it's
a
not
little
equal
skimpy. It's a little skimpy compared to Drake.
It's
And-
not skip.
And some of
it's
the
like
songs are performed with Drake.
Drake doing about 40, and then they doing about
25, 30. That's a good
I
amount.
don't even know if it was 25, 30.
Nah, y'all are exaggerating these
It's
numbers
like-
for the set list. By the way,
Drake had about 30 songs. Man, Drake did have about 30 songs, and Migo had about.
You got to think, just because he has 30 songs don't necessarily
Yeah,
mean
but
that he's performing all 30 of them all the
boy,
way
I got
through.
technology. I'll pull this
It's
up
not
right
all the way
now.
through, but if the Migos had
No,
12,
man.
I'm
Don't
talking
look
about
at that set
them. He's
list
saying y'all are
again.
exaggerating. 30 is not an exaggeration. He's not doing every song all the way through.
all I gotta say is I saw Drake perform Sicko Mode because Travis posted, and that looked crazy.
It looked
Even though he
before,
ain't let Travis verse ride.
Drake
But,
has a
hey.
flying LaFerrari in the crowd.
which
Oh
is-
yeah, you was right. It's about 45 songs.
It's about 40. When I seen it, I was like, he owned it. And then look at the Migos.
It's
Skimp.
They got about 25, 30.
No, I don't think it's that many.
No, they got like
It's not that
15,
many.
20.
I saw
boy,
it.
they got 18 songs.
I told you, I saw it and it looked
Never
skimp. I was
mind.
like, this is Drake tour.
Right.
The Migos
That's
just
why I said
pulling
they
up
got-
to say, hey,
That's why
I'm just weak that they doing ape shit. That's really
right, nigga.
Man,
all ad libs.
That's because "Ape Shit" is a Migos song, and they
It
just
is.
It
It
is.
really
they
is.
just
Beyonce
wrote
used the
Beyonce
same-
lyrics.
They bought the hell out that song.
Yeah.
Dropped the easy meal on it.
What?
They should have had "Ape Shit" on Culture too. It would have been better.
Right.
A little bit, yeah.
What albums are y'all excited about this year coming up?
Boy, I'm so
Might not even be this year because, you know, people just be,
yeah.
they be
based off-
playing with music. Astro World supposed to came out 2 or 3 years ago. So.
Right. based off of talk and just things that we've heard that are projected to come out, my two that I'm most excited for is I'm most excited for Off Season by J. Cole because it's a mixtape, but I like mixtape Cole. If you ask me, I think Friday Night Lights is J. Cole's best project out. If you ask me best album, then of course that changes. But I think J. Cole's best project is Friday Night Lights, which is a mixtape. So I'm excited to hopefully get that Cole back. But
I'm a big Cole fan, but I'm not excited for that because I feel like it's gonna lack hooks, and like I don't like Cole straight bars. Matter of fact, just in general now, like rapping's cool. Like we all know, like a lot of rappers can rap, but like I need a hook. I need a song. I don't want to just hear like you rap for 4 minutes.
You need
like,
something that catches your attention.
It's not many songs now that's big where it's just straight rapping. For
Are
4
you
minutes
saying that
hook.
like in general or at this point in the
From
year or what?
What are you talking about for like projected albums?
Like you say you don't want like just straight bars like
From J. Cole, I like J. Cole. Like J. Cole.
oh so only from J. Cole.
In my opinion, J. Cole's best album is 2014 Forest Hills Drive because he raps very well on that album and it's mixed with actually being a great song and having a hook.
I think that's his best album.
So
too,
I don't like when he gets into this. What is it? The off season.
Off season.
It's gonna be straight him freestyling probably on fire beats and it's.
But the
it's gonna
thing
be
is, if you go back and listen to mixtape Cole, like the most popular songs off of those fit your criteria, like Higher, Blow Up,
Man, I
even
wanna
even
take you
even in
higher.
the even in the morning, like that's a real popular song that got put on the Sideline Story. Like that came from Friday Night Lights or the warm up.
Man, I will not mind a Cole tape if he rapping over stuff like that Uchi Wally beat. If he rapping a whole tape of that, I do not mind no hook.
At all.
And he just dropped the album, so it would kind of be like a throwaway
But
mixtape.
also,
I can't
I
be.
think
I
no,
can't be
mix,
begging.
mixtape these days is a very.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna
very
get into
loosey
the
term.
mixtape
We're
album.
gonna get in that, but also to go over what you said before I finish. I don't think it'll be a throwaway to KOD. I think it'll be a throwaway from the fall off. Because
Okay,
off season fall off, like I think those correlate together.
Okay,
But anyways,
that makes sense.
And for those who don't know, the fall off is allegedly J. Cole's next album that's supposed to come out. So that's why I think it'll be throwaways from that. But anyways, second I'm most excited for is now this is very much up to skepticism. Like don't know if this is coming out because this has been projected for a while. But Chance and Childish Gambino, if that actually does come out,
I'm excited for that.
I'm very excited to see that.
I just need this Childish album to drop in general.
I need
That's
a
real.
Donald Glover album to drop.
Kind of like this, so like a This
A
Is
comedy
America
album.
type.
I need him to get on there and say funny stuff in raps.
But see, I think
not
Donald,
gonna
Like
Lil Dicky.
in my opinion, I think Donald Glover is his more professional self. Like, yeah, he did a stand up, but Donald Glover is also the actor. I think Donald Glover is his more professional side. So when you say a Donald Glover album, I'm thinking like This Is America, even though that was Childish Gambino. Like, that's what you'll find it under. But if you said a Donald Glover album,
I got another
to me,
curveball
I'm
for
thinking
y'all.
more
Here you go.
more professional. That's just me.
But he does stand up comedy as Donald Glover.
But he's also an ATL and the executive producer as Donald Glover.
Yeah, so he's diverse. So a Donald Glover album will have a lot of stuff.
True. This
So
curve.
you're off season.
He's off season and
And
Childish and
Chance.
And
I'm
Childish
really
and
looking
Chance.
forward to that. I am Kendrick. Like Kendrick can arguably be
Wait,
top.
hold on. Is that a confirmed thing
What?
that he's?
We don't know.
But we know he's coming out with another
Oh,
album.
you're just
We
that's
know he-
like the next thing.
That's
that
the
you're-
next thing I'm looking forward to. Kendrick
Oh, I can't do that if it's not confirmed. Like
Kendrick's been hot.
it'll get here when it gets
Kendrick
here.
been riding this damn wave for like
It came out
a year.
last spring.
It came out last spring. He's
Gotta
still
pull
hot.
He got to
He-
pull Litzer off of that.
Bruh, if y'all have not realized, TDE stick to that one album every 2 years structure, and then Kendrick actually was pretty generous with the Black Panther.
Yeah,
deal.
the Black Panther. He
gave
blessed
us
us
an
with that
album.
So
one.
for real, he chilling. And then he getting his acting on. He was on Power and stuff. You know.
TDE's focused on promoting other
And
people
his
right
features
now.
are hot.
Yeah, and then,
TDE's focused on propping up other people. Like J Rock just dropped a fire album.
J Rock album was very underrated.
Yeah, it was.
I feel the same way I feel about everyone's like debut like TDE album. Like the same way I feel about Redemption is the same way I feel about what's Schoolboy Q's first Oxymoron,
Oxymoron, yeah.
and then
oh.
and Good Kid, Mad City. Like they all give me that same feeling. Like wow, I would listen to this. I would listen to this over and over again. There's like a story with it. Like these are really good albums. They're all road trip albums to me. Like
Yep.
if I got to get on the road and I'm driving like 2+ hours, I'm throwing on one of them albums at some point.
And no, not to J. Cole, but Kendrick has been like the perfect mix of having a message in your music and can still be mainstream and sell out. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
like
Sell
sell
out.
out on like the biggest way possible. Not
Yeah.
like because clearly J. Cole can sell arenas, but like
Oh, you mean
Kendrick-
like sell out as
I
in
mean like as in like
ticket
he-
sales.
Yeah, he can
Okay.
do everything. Like he's just the ultimate person to market.
Also,
Coachella, everything.
I will say, I will agree with that. I think because I'm like, see, I'm a J. Cole stan, but I'm also very open-minded and not blind to the BS that's going on. J. Cole can sell out arenas, but that's just because those J. Cole fans like me are diehard J. Cole fans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's not true. I went to the J. Cole concert, and I'm not a diehard.
but what I'm saying is, without you going, there was going to be another diehard J. Cole fan that was going to go to that concert. So I say that I think Kendrick is really good at bringing people who may not have been the biggest Kendrick stan, but I done heard this album, I'ma go and I'ma support this.
Oh, like the Pyrus and Crips.
Everybody love that song.
Like everybody loves that song.
Whether you're a Kendrick fan or not, you like that
Kendrick
song.
fan, black, white, green, yellow, orange. Like you hear that beat drop, you like man down.
Yeah,
Like,
you love
for
that
real.
song.
All right, y'all ready for this curveball?
Here we go
Man, you've been
again.
throwing curveballs all day, allegedly.
Curveball cam.
You ain't surprised me yet, so I'm waiting. Except with Tyler Creator. That
Just
threw me off.
drop a
Yes,
random
sir.
soundbite before you throw this curveball. What soundbite we getting?
Sensational.
This pick finna be whack.
Because this pick about to be sensational, baby. All right. So my most anticipated album coming up is Bryson Tiller's album.
Oh,
Hold on.
You said Bryson Tiller's album.
he almost made me fall out the chair. Bryson Tiller. What was the name of his last album? We don't know.
True to self.
True to Self.
True to self.
Man, he said he's
What more do you want from me?
a good album?
right.
No, but
True to Self was a good album. What
No.
you mean?
No.
one thing
There
I
was
will
a lot of skippables on there.
I don't think
No.
there's any debate that Bryson Tiller has to deliver on this album.
He has to.
He has no choice.
But okay, can I defend my pick first?
No, because it's whack. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I'm slick mad. I get mad about Bryson Tiller because like his
Trap Soul was so good.
No, I
Right.
get mad about Big Sean, but we can save that for another time.
Hold on.
We can save that.
I'm gonna be on your side with that one.
We can save that.
I mean, he did have to cancel. his
Hold on,
tour
I'm gonna
because
just
of
say
ticket
this
sales.
really quick about Big Sean. You disappointed me, and that hurt.
with the Metro Boomin jug.
I
No,
don't count
with
that
I
as-
Decided. Well, yeah, Metro Boomin.
I
Jug
Decided.
and
I decided it was fire.
I
Wait, no,
decided it
no, no,
wasn't
no.
bad.
Wasn't
It was the Metro Boomin that came out last.
It's the
That
Metro
was
Boomin.
disappointing.
Double or nothing.
And
I barely even listened
yeah,
to
Double
it.
or Nothing.
I barely even
'Cause
listened.
it
Okay,
wasn't
yeah,
really Sean.
that. Yeah, I was really disappointed because I feel like Big Sean is an extremely talented rapper, and before that, I considered him as one of the top in the game, and I felt like he didn't get the credit that he deserved.
He didn't need that
Big-
Metro Boomin collab.
Big
Yeah,
Sean-
he didn't.
That was the end of the Metro Boomin wave. Like
I wouldn't even count that one against him because I feel like Metro comes to people about those albums, or
Yeah.
like it's kind of like mutual. So it's not really like this is my body of work. This is me and Metro's body of work.
I think that was it was legit on the tail end of wow, Metro is the hottest in the game. Like Metro had
he threw out that without warning.
And
I
then-
mean, he did
What a
the.
time to be alive.
I mean, he was on the Life of Pablo.
Yeah,
But you also,
He was with Kanye West. That's
I
like
think I think it was also really disappointing because he came out with Without Warning like the week before that, and that was a great tape.
without warning, slapped.
Without Warning slap, and then he comes
Slap.
back with that Double or Nothing.
21 Savage.
Only
needed that.
to a few months later announce that you're retiring. That was the last thing you gonna give us?
Without warning, was it 21 tape or Offset tape? Who owned it, or was it Good Balance?
It was a balance. Good balance.
it was.
I
it
just
was
want
a
to say
really
that
good
it's
balance.
I think the beats.
thunderstorming outside, so it would be real tragic if all this just shut off.
That would be
we're
really,
not about to speak that.
that would be
into
really
existence.
tragic.
It's
No,
not going to happen. I'm just saying.
Hey,
it'd be
hey,
funny.
real talk though. Big Sean, I don't care what no one says, and y'all can jump in, hit a soundbite if you want to. But Big Sean is top 3 lyricist in the game.
No, maybe
Lyric-
top 5.
Lyrical?
He
as far
say
as
some corny stuff.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
lyrical, top 3.
So he outbarring Drake, Kendrick, and Cole.
Kendrick's
Not at
I'm
all.
Not. First of all,
He
no.
outbarring Drake,
not- no, no.
Kendrick, and Cole.
No.
Drake's. Okay.
He outbarring Drake.
I can
Kendrick,
think of
and
some
Cole.
trap rappers that can bar Big Sean up.
Y'all
Because
crazy.
Big Sean
Takeoff.
said some great things, but
His
he also
Takeoff
said
and
some
2
really,
Chainz could bar
His
Big Sean
wordplay-
up right
his
now.
Drake.
Offset.
Okay, here's my thing. When I think about lyrical, this is my thing.
We got to get back to my pick, though.
We do. Go ahead, finish your topic.
Okay.
Finish your point.
Okay.
And then we'll go back to
my
Cam.
thing about being lyrical though, Drake has a lot of things that we hear and we're like, ooh, I like that. It's very captionable. Like, you go to Drake album to get captions. Like, I know that's what I did for Scorpion.
Don't do this.
But as far as like having to hear something and you're like, wow, like that was a really creative way to say that. I think Big Sean outshines Drake in that.
Nope.
Big Sean just need to shut up and make another album with Janae.
No, bro.
Remember
Drake be
all the
barring
nights
us up,
you
bro.
used to fall?
Drake be barring us
True.
up, but he don't say nothing that makes you seriously like, wow, that. Okay, so that's what he meant by that. Drake
Go-
is
go
very
listen-
in your face
Diplomatic
about what he's
community?
saying.
Black, go to listen to Diplomatic.
Duppy?
Right, diplomatic community. Okay, but I'm talking about over there like a
Say
wide
what's real.
catalog. Of stuff.
Say what's real was hard.
And what
Two birds.
Lord
one stone.
knows.
What did he
Two
say?
birds
What
one
did he
stone.
say? And
Even
say
though
what's
he
real
came
that you're
to-
like, oh my gosh, like not when I say I don't mean something that like makes you just stop and be like, damn, like he said that. I'm talking about he said something and you have to like rehear it again to like really get the message.
I
that
had
he
to
was
go
trying get.
look stuff up from Diplomatic Community.
That's one
Like
song.
he didn't know what the Treaty of Versailles was.
Look up
That's
stuff
one
from
song.
Duppy.
because they didn't teach
Freestyle.
that in my schools.
Stuff from Duppy.
West Virginia education.
Two songs.
First of all,
Okay,
it was
that's
in a variety
just my
of
opinion.
places.
It's my opinion. We can
Big Sean is a great rapper.
He's
He
a great
not
rapper.
our bar
He is.
Drake, Cole, or Kendrick.
But you can't even say
I
that when
probably
he
saw
put
him
out
in
this dud.
fourth or fifth.
Huh?
All right, back to my Bryson Tiller pick.
Dud.
These summer vibes, but then summer about to be over.
Summer is about to be
Please
over,
defend
and
Bryson before I
This Bryson
slay
Tiller,
him.
Bryson Tiller is acting like he Frank Ocean, and he not talented like Frank Ocean. But
Is Frank Ocean talented?
Frank
I'm
Ocean
playing.
is
I'm
like
playing.
really
I'm playing.
talented.
Y'all.
Well, I'm about to ether. I'm about to ether.
Chill. Don't hate me. The people listening, please don't hate me.
So I really like Bryson Tiller. I liked Trap Soul. I think Trap Soul is a perfect album.
Favorite song?
off Trap Soul.
Mhm.
502 Come Up.
Sorry, not
Yes.
sorry.
502 come up.
502
Flames.
Come Up, man.
Sorry, not sorry.
Rambo.
The whole tape. I even like the intro.
Yeah, like the whole thing is fire.
Did y'all see him in concert when he came to Birmingham?
I went in Louisville.
Louisville? Okay.
So they saw Kendrick.
I didn't.
Yeah, I saw Kendrick and
Kendrick.
Travis Scott.
Okay.
at the
I
one.
saw
when
him in
they-
Birmingham.
Y'all went to Birmingham. That's when everybody was in that
Everybody
thing
was in
booed
there
up.
booed up. It was Valentine's Day.
Everybody was in there covert booed up.
Oh, I swear, everybody was in there booed up.
Anyways,
No, like everybody like Trap Soul, right? Like
Yes.
Trap Soul is a damn good album.
That's one of hear me out. That's
But
one
I
of
heard-
the best
I heard-
albums of our generation.
First off, I heard Bryson Tiller had
as a
been-
whole,
R&B.
yes.
you could argue that. And
I heard-
agree.
But my thing is with Trap Soul, I heard Bryson Tiller had been released that, then took it down, and then re-released
Re-released
it.
it? Hey,
I don't knock him for
I was
that
gonna
because
say,
sometimes you just don't catch.
It's about market, yeah.
like
That's fair.
let's not
regardless-
act like
okay.
on IG girls don't post pictures and they don't hit at the
Let's
right
say-
time. Take it down,
let's
put it back
say-
up. This a hot time. Bet here we go.
Exactly. Let's say Trap Soul is the exact same as when he releases the first time. It's still the same fire album. It's just it didn't catch on that first
It
time.
didn't
I don't
catch on.
knock him for
I'm
that.
telling you, without he did it perfect. Like, yeah, I mean, ideally, perfect would have been just drop it one time and it blow up. But he did it great by releasing it, taking it down, but then putting "Don't" out. "Don't" caught on so well because everybody was singing that.
Everybody called
left
Don't.
hand gripping the
Don't
steering
will
wheel, the
forever
other
be
hand
played.
gripping your thigh. Like everybody was all over that, and then he released "Exchange," and so everybody's like, "Oh,
it's-
Bryson is 2 for 2."
Exchange is a mood.
And then
A whole
so
mood.
everybody's like, Bryson's 2 for 2. Now I'm gonna drop the whole album.
Album
Fire.
Flames, right? Top to bottom, you can let that one ride.
Yeah.
That's the
here's
one.
why-
That's the one you play when you
Here's why
got
I'm
the
picking
lady
Bryson
coming
Tiller.
over.
We can all agree that True to Self was mediocre at
I
best.
can't remember 3 songs.
Yeah, and there's a lot of songs on there. That's
All I
part
know
of
is
the problem.
Self-Made.
That's part of the problem. A lot. We can all agree that at best it's a mixed bag. I enjoy it just because I like Bryson Tiller. I like the music he makes, but at best it's a mixed bag. I'm excited mostly for his album because I want to see what he does with it, and I want him to equal Trap Soul, or at least get back to that, something similar to that.
I also think now this could be very wrong, and this is a reach. I understand that, but you went to the True to Self tour, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that aesthetic might have helped you with that. Like it might have been a good performance
To like appreciate.
to appreciate the album more. Like if it was a good concert and a good vibe, but not the best album, you might be like, you might have gone back and given it more listens than the average person would who didn't go to.
But
that
at the
tour.
True to Self tour,
Did
he only did this. Like he only did the songs that everybody would know off of True to Self,
and then Trap Soul.
and then Trap Soul,
So he knows it
And he
was
also-
trash.
and then
And for real. He actually tweeted about that. He actually apologized to fans. He said, "Yes, I know True to Self wasn't really like what y'all were expecting because I was
He
going
did.
through
I
things
saw
in my
that.
life."
I saw that.
Yeah, sometimes music can definitely be affected by what people are currently
I
going
don't know.
through,
That's true.
which don't hit the same vibe that we always.
I don't know
want
if I told you all this, but I've held this since I've been to that concert. That's my favorite concert that I've been to. Period. Is the Bryson Tiller one.
It's
Which one?
no way. No. It's no way you said that concert is better than. the
Wait
Saint
a
Pablo.
minute. Wait a minute.
There's no way you gonna say that concert was better than the St. Pablo tour that we went to in Nashville.
That was so.
That was
bruh.
life like, bro. The visuals of that concert
That
was
tour-
life
that
changing.
concert
Saint
was so
Pablo tour is top 3.
Top all
But here's why I say that.
everything.
I went to the Bryson Tiller tour in Louisville, first of all.
Okay, yeah. Disclaimer, yeah. Hometown.
Like in the KFC Yum Center when like that was his lifelong dream, whatever. I saw her. Her was cool. What?
Are we talking about the Trap Soul tour or True to Self?
True to Self tour.
True to self back in his hometown.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Louisville. This is like last October.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I saw her.
Her is amazing.
Great performance. Bryson was good. Like I said, he did the big songs off of True to Self and Trap Soul. So it was a good, like, Bryson put on a good show.
Okay.
And like at different points in between, he brought out 3 people. I can't remember for the life of me the first person, but it was like someone who had a hot song at the time. I don't even remember the song, but he did like his 2 songs that he had. He's irrelevant now. Then he had brought out Travis Scott. It was like, and the way he would do it is
You brought out who?
Travis Scott. He brought out Travis Scott. And the way he would bring out people is he would like play their song. So at first, when I think he played like Butterfly Effect or something, and I was like, Travis Scott not about to come out
Why
right
you playing
now.
Butterfly?
Yeah, like why are you playing Butterfly Effect? Travis Scott not about to come out right now. Sure enough, Travis Scott came out and he played Butterfly Effect, and I think he did like 2 more songs. Dope. I was like, oh
That's
my God,
crazy.
this is great. Bryson Tiller
in Kentucky.
In Kentucky, Bryson Tiller goes on to do his other song. He gets into Rambo. He gets into Sorry Not Sorry. Like the concert lit as fuck at this point. Then I got that shit dropped. I'm like, he did not bring out freaking Kendrick Lamar at his concert.
That boy went and got the whole Toon Squad for his homecoming.
I swear.
And then Kendrick said that was his first time ever performing in Louisville, and like everything just combined. That's my favorite concert that I've been to so far.
So
now that you explain it,
now that you
sounds
explain
dope.
it sounds crazy because that's his homecoming, which
Exactly.
I can see that. I ain't even gonna argue with you for that. For real.
T. Most excited. What are you most excited for to come out?
There's a couple things I'm excited for. First, 2 Chainz, rapper go to the league. He's been like talking about it for like a majority of the year. Like every time he posts something on Instagram, it's like hashtag rapper go to the league.
That's your favorite artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, right now, like I really enjoy 2 Chainz. Like I really enjoy, like growing up, that's all I listened to is like Southern hip hop, like trap rap. So
Yeah.
I really enjoy 2 Chainz, but I've been really excited for that. Schoolboy, he said his album's
90%
like,
complete. 90
he,
to 90.
but he said that like a month or 2 ago.
Right.
So I'm really waiting on that. I'm excited to see like what lane he taking, because I remember I saw an interview. He said, "Don't be surprised if I like switch my lane up. Like, don't be surprised if I put out something completely different than what I put out before, like some fun stuff."
Are we up to rappers trying out different lanes or not? I feel
Yeah.
like as fans, a lot of times we fight back against that.
I'm for it if it's good.
I'm for
But
it.
what's good though?
I feel like
it's
if
good.
Boy, you gotta call.
my phone just went off through the computer. It scared my
it's
life.
all bad.
No, but okay. I think to answer Jay's question, I think it's good as long as we don't get the vibe that they're going onto somebody else's wave. Like if you are switching lanes, but you're creating a new vibe for yourself, like More Life. Drake went into a whole new lane, but it was lanes that other people were on, so we considered it Bob.
Yeah, he.
So if you're creating a new wave,
That's not fair.
That's for you. I'm just saying, like that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for Drake.
I don't like
I'm
the-
not looking for Drake to get on Kendrick's vibe because Kendrick is what's popping. I want if he's gonna create a new vibe.
Drake don't get on people's vibe like that though.
More Life is all
Since
other people's
when?
vibe.
Cam, did you really just say that? He don't get on other people's vibe like that?
When I say other people, I mean
Glam?
like he don't get on like a big artist vibe like that. Like, he's
Oh,
not. Still,
so he's still significant,
So-
like lesser.
so
He don't
so he
steal their
snatch-
vibe though.
so
he
he's
don't look,
snatching
look,
vibes.
look, look, look,
Okay,
look.
he
don't steal their
he
vibe.
mimicked their vibe to get them hot because he recognized that's what's about to be hot
He Drake puts people on.
by using their fuck style.
He snatch a vibe from somebody who's lesser than him. That's what you're saying.
But he helps them.
He
So?
does, but he recognizes that's what's gonna be hot.
And people like to paint that as a negative, as he's stealing
Except-
people's vibes and whatever. But every single person that he's allegedly done that from has given their thanks to Drake and has propped up.
I
Drake.
think-
Except X.
No. Yeah, except X. But here's my thing. My thing is this.
We don't
What
talk
you-
about him in
what
this
you're-
house.
Shut up.
Hey,
First
hey.
of all, anyways,
No X slander here.
none.
I didn't
But
slander him.
anyways, I think to what you're saying is like when he gets on a track with somebody. Like he got on the track with Look Alive.
Yeah, like
with
he.
Block Boy. No, but he got on that. He didn't steal that. He got on that track, and then Block Boy blew up even more. And then
Though I do
then Drake-
think he did that to like still take Keith.
But look, but what I'm saying is he got on that track. That's different. When I say Bob, I mean More Life. That's what I'm talking about right now. More Life. He got on a whole island vibe. Just because that's not the type of music that we typically listen to. Island music is very popular in different cultures, like extremely popular.
Drake has said that's the reason he did it though.
Bop. That's
But
my
that-
whole
I'm
thing.
saying,
He rode
he
somebody
said-
else's wave. That wasn't Drake's
But
thing.
he's saying he recognizes that that's not something that his audience usually listens to. So he wanted.
can
to
debate about
bring-
that one being
he
a
wanted
bop.
to- He wanted to bring.
If you
want to
bring like a different culture into your music, that's not necessarily.
also,
Like
that's
I don't
why
think he's taking it from an artist. It's more like a sound, in which you can bop a sound, but
Right.
I don't necessarily consider the island music a
also
complete
we can
bop
agree that more
compared
life
to how he
is-
bop artists, because he bop artists.
bop artists
style-
super hard.
Yeah, super hard.
I mean,
but to
KMT,
bring like a
what-
new like style into your music, that can be related to a lot
KMT.
of
He's
it.
rapping on someone that he's supposedly bopping this style from. Like he's
that's
on the
definitely
track.
that's definitely Look at Me.
That's look at me.
That's Look
That's
at
look
Me.
at me. Slow down.
I'm
Yes.
thinking the wrong song. But anyways, we can all agree that More Life is like definitely Drake's most different album, correct?
I say it's his
Well,
worst.
It's his
But-
worst and his most different. Yes. He had
Follow
he
me.
had
Yes,
out,
follow
he
me
had
here.
island vibes on
Follow me.
views too though.
It's his most sonically
Controller.
different,
One
diverse
Pop
album.
style.
Drake purposely called it a playlist, and it is not an album.
No, he did that because he projected this trash. He
No,
he
he
wanted
did it
no.
because
It
he-
was a disclaimer. This is trash. I
It
don't
is-
want y'all to
no,
consider this
I
one of
think
my worst albums. So
Bottom
this
of
is
the
a
barrel,
playlist.
It is a disclaimer. I don't think he's saying it as this is going to be considered one of my worst albums. I think I'm going to call this a playlist because I want to experiment with these sounds. I want to bring something different that I don't normally do. And I don't want it to be on my record as being an album because it's not. And had it been an album, it would have been panned. Like people like More Life. I like More Life. I don't
I
think
like songs
There's
off of
some
More
good
Life.
songs on More Life, but it's a lot of songs. Even when we was in the car talking about it, there were songs on More Life when we was like, "What is that?" When the last time you didn't know a Drake song?
More Life.
More Life,
To be honest, though,
for real. All right, last topic of the night. We don't want to keep y'all here too long. Thank y'all for tuning in. By the way, follow us on all our social media accounts: IG, Twitter,
We'll drop it in the
Instagram.
description.
Yeah,
straight
it'll be
up.
everywhere.
Yeah, if you're still here, we really do appreciate y'all, man. Like we said, this is our first episode, so we really do appreciate y'all for sticking around this long, man.
Any questions or answers or like specific topics that y'all want us to talk about on the podcast, y'all can definitely DM us on social media. We can take those things into consideration for next episodes.
or just tweet at us. We can just get a conversation going across the Twitter or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, because we definitely want crowd interaction with this. We don't want it just to be like y'all tuning in to things we want to talk about. Pitch in, give us y'all ideas, and we'll definitely make sure we talk about those things. But anyways, last topic.
Last topic. Album versus mixtape. What do y'all prefer? What is the difference between both? And what does your favorite artist do the most?
I think Terrence is about to give the best description of this.
I
we
mean,
talked about this earlier.
yeah, like I feel like these days there's not much difference between an album and a mixtape just because of how we listen to our music, just like streaming. Like I know straight off Apple Music, an artist can drop a mixtape, but it's dropped the same way as an album. The only difference that I have found is like there isn't like a marketing push for a mixtape. Like artists just drop it and be like, or they'll just be like, hey, I'm dropping something next week or whatever, and they just drop it and people like there ain't no radio push or nothing. There's like they don't be going around doing press run like Astro World or something like that. There's a media push for it. They go around and
budget.
they do like a promo run and all that stuff. But
I think another thing, the only other subtle difference that I've seen other than that, excluding Chance the Rapper, is whether you'll get paid, like whether you're going to, if the album is up for purchase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like most of us, we stream, so we don't think about immediately buying an album anymore, or at least I don't. But if it has the potential to be put on iTunes, or you can go to a store and get a physical copy, other than vinyls, because vinyls is different. You can get something made into a vinyl that you pay for, but that's put out to make money off of. I think that's the only other difference other than what Terrence is saying about marketing.
Chance just got a little greedy though. He saw the opportunity to make profit because he was super hot. So he was like, "This is now an album. This mixtape is now an album."
What album are you talking about? Coloring Book?
Ain't that what you talking about?
No, Coloring Book is still free.
It's still free. I thought he monetized it at one point.
No, he came out with an interview saying that he was going to monetize his next album.
Oh, okay. So moving forward,
Well, he didn't make any
he
money
like, I'm not losing out on anyone.
He didn't make any money off of Coloring Book itself.
Yeah.
Now,
He made money.
merch, tour, all of that. He made
But
money
like
off of.
for playing the album, he did not make money.
I don't.
Air quotes supposedly.
Supposedly, the album was not for sale, so you couldn't have gone. You could have gone to iTunes and downloaded it for free. Now, whether he got money because it's being streamed and being played on the radio, that's different. But as far as you putting out the album itself, like back in the day when all you had to do was when all you could do was either LimeWire or go and actually buy the album,
And then
this would not have been one that you go into the store and buy. Is
Right.
what I'm saying.
But also,
got it off of that
you could say the same thing about if you read this, it's too late. But it was a mixtape that got dropped. That it ended up being so big. It was damn near an album.
You
right,
you had to
could
pay
say
for that though. I remember when that came out. You had to
Yeah.
pay for that one.
It was on Apple
Do
Music.
we really?
Yeah,
pay
you had
for
to pay for
albums?
it. No,
If you have
people
Apple
do.
Music, do you pay for albums?
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Apple Music.
If
The
I'm
money's divided between artists.
But also, like
I mean, they're getting paid, but you're paying
The
a
only-
flat fee per month
the only
Yeah.
for
but also
all the music you listen to.
I feel like the downfall with this era of mixtapes versus albums. I feel like with certain artists, because
Is that a Sangarita on your, what is it called?
what
What's the name of the little
Sangria.
the Capriccio jug?
Capriccio?
Man,
Is that on the counter over there?
Cam was off them Capriccios.
Hey, that
Stop drinking them girl drinks.
He's drinking that cough medicine.
Threw my whole train of
No,
thought
it's
off.
good, bro.
Over there next to the Don soap.
Man, the Capriccio get you lit. You get that
Super lit.
Get that toxic masculinity up off you, son.
Yeah, bro. Don't judge me for what I drink.
All right, T.
But I feel like now with how streaming is with mixtapes, like you can just drop something. Like Dave East just dropped, what was it? Karma,
Hardness.
Karma 2. Like that's a super hard
Flames.
mixtape.
It was good.
But I feel like there are other things that artists have dropped in the past that we'll never hear on Apple Music because of like sample clearance or whatever may have you. Like you're never gonna hear Cushion Orange Juice on Apple Music, and like
So my
some-
iTunes.
I had
Some-
to put Days
well,
Before
yeah.
Rodeo on my jug.
like you gotta
download it, bro.
Yeah, you still gotta go drag and drop it probably from Dat Piff and onto
Dat
your
Piff.
iTunes. Like
That piff don't.
I
work
respect
But-
the grind of going and finding the music you like and putting it in your iTunes
But-
like the old
That
days.
used to be so challenging.
but
bro.
I feel like
No more. I had a great library.
with that when people are like finding new artists and like for instance Cushion Orange Juice or Taylor Allardyce, like those are really fire Wiz mixtapes, or Cabin Fever. If you're new to Wiz, like he just dropped the album and he just had a mixtape before that. If you stumble across Wiz, I don't know how prone you are gonna be to like go and listen to those mixtapes, and they are some of his best bodies of work, especially in the age of like where all you got to do is type it in on your phone and you can find it on Apple Music. And especially for a person like me, I don't like switching between a bunch of different apps to listen to music.
I hate that.
That's
Like-
why a lot of people like move to Apple Music
So-
to try to keep everything in one.
Exactly. So I got Apple Music, and sometimes I get on SoundCloud to listen to stuff.
Yeah, I think now the thing
These
now
tracks.
I know one part of this question was what is better, and that honestly to me depends on the artist.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, me personally, I tend to like mixtapes more because of that creative freedom. 9 times out of 10, if you're under a label, like if you're not under your own label, you're under somebody else, they're gonna have a certain type of image that they want to project through your album, especially contract-wise, which is why lately,
Like
with-
Yachty.
like
Emotion, Teenage Emotion.
yeah, like which is why lately.
That wasn't a label. That was just him experimenting, just like he did on First Little Boat. He even said that.
But even
That
still,
was being weird.
just like you got Chance who despises labels, you got K Camp, who was just super excited to get out of his contract. Wayne,
Hey man,
Drake.
I want more K-Camp in my life.
So what? But what I'm saying is, you got those artists that are like really excited to get out of these contracts because they don't have the freedom to put out the music they want to, and that's what I appreciate about mixtapes, because you don't have that pressure. You just putting out music that you get into the lab, you cook up, and you just really enjoy it. So I'm thinking like mixtapes for me, I lean more towards those because I know that that's like the real artists themselves. Like that's the music that they really wanted to put out.
I agree with that to a point that it's like their creative space it allows them to be a little bit more creative. But I like projects because I feel like those are what artists really look forward to, because that's like, and to the media, that's their best like body of work or their best shot. Like, for example, Astroworld. Like, that's Travis's. Like, Travis was so happy when he finished that and was able to put it out because he like, this is my best. And I feel like mixtape allow you the opportunity to be very creative, but from an outside perspective, like, your album is your best. Like, this is what you're going to be judged for. This is what's going to chart or not chart. This is what you're going to make money off of. Like, this is what's going to feed you. So, like, I feel like they're going to put their hardest into that. Even though they might have to display a certain message or something, that's what they really going to try for.
But
I think that kind of just piggybacks off of me saying that if you're not under your own label, like, who is Travis under right now?
I think is he still good music?
No,
Oh
he's not
well.
good music.
Also, he also has his own
He's
label
like-
too.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
'cause
like
I-
he's
'cause-
on like Universal or something.
Because I remember at
Pretty
one.
sure he's on Hustle Gang.
Well, and
Not
I remember
anymore.
at a certain point in time
Not
he
anymore.
Nah,
Oh.
he just like on a big label.
when he first
Okay,
started out
alright.
like Al Farrow era, like upper echelon, he was
That was
he was
Hustle.
signed to Grand Hustle as a rapper, but he was also signed to Good,
Good
Music
Music,
as
yeah.
a producer. I think he's still signed to Good Music as a producer, but he also has his own label, Cactus Jack Records.
So yeah, that's why I was saying, like, if you're under, like, Travis, him being under his own label, he has nobody else to check him, which is why you could arguably say that Astroworld is his best album. I think it is, but yeah, either way.
But all right, y'all, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
We gonna leave y'all with a little instrumental to ride out to. You feel me? What gets the special play tonight? Is that some Drake?
Hey.
Hey.
Somebody go ahead
Who
and
hopping on-
rip it real
who hopping
quick.
on the
Man,
beat?
don't nobody get on
Somebody
this beat.
go, somebody go
don't
ahead and
get
give
on-
us some bars.
Do
real
not get on
quick.
this beat and embarrass me.
Hey, let's get it.
Man, get out
yeah,
of here.
I'm
Nah,
in here.
If your bars ain't better than Drake's, then don't do
Man,
it.
yeah.
I'm finna bar Drake up, boy.
Nah,
Don't do it.
But on the real, man, it was good seeing y'all, boy. I ain't see y'all all week,
Always,
man.
man.
I ain't see y'all all
Boy,
week.
y'all boy be working.
We gotta go back to
y'all
work
got
on
cruise.
Monday.
Tomorrow is Sunday.
Making that hard earned money.
Nah, but I mean, hey, it was good chilling with y'all.
Oh
Like,
yeah, be sure to be on the lookout for the playlist for this episode 1 of the podcast. I'll be putting that out very soon. Follow me on Apple Music or on Instagram. Bro.
Bi-weekly playlist will be up, and you
Yeah.
can look for a weekly show.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
We plan to try and drop one every Sunday. Don't bank on us for that. We do have real lives. But we do want to keep giving y'all content. So thank y'all.
Consistently.
Yeah, consistently. Thank y'all for coming in and tuning in, man.
Yeah,
Hey, catch that.
y'all.
Hold on, catch that tag one more time so they know where to get the playlist from.
it's Apple Music or Instagram at RollX TideX TEE.
Hey, there we go.
With 2 E's. T with 2 E's.
There it is. So yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Check back with us next week. Check out for that playlist. It's gonna be fire. I promise you. You'll also get more playlists from T. But come back next week for the NTBS podcast.
We out.
What more do you want from me?
Another podcast.